Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host this evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you're doing well out there. Get yourself signed up for tonight's quiz by coming to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, you're going to notice that we're looking for some basic sign-up details from you, which includes a team name. What's your team name? An email address. And then lastly, you'll find a drop-down menu in which we ask you, are you a part of the league? If you're a part of the league, hi there. Welcome back. It's season 57 of NYC Trivia League. We're very happy to have you. If you're not in the league, hello. Come play with us. We want you here. Whatever your league status may be, play this game with us this evening. So enter in those 3 items. Click that button that says sign me up to play. And you will join us in 4 rounds of team style trivia this evening. Our first 3 topics are going to be question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final theme of the evening is a picture round. So as you gathered, that means the majority of our game are question and answer style rounds, and here's how it works. As I ask you a question here out loud, it will pop up in text directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, meaning that you will be able to see the questions as I ask them. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options. The vast majority of our questions tonight are going to be short answer in nature. So it is then your job to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then kindly click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Yes, there's a countdown timer. It's going to pop up for every single question in our first 3 rounds of the game. So keep an eye out for it and make sure you click submit answers before it's too late. Let's say you want to change your response and you still have some time left on that timer. Please, by all means, go for it. I want you to have the right answer. Enter it in and just make sure that you click submit answers again before the countdown timer expires. Let's see what else. Let's say you spell something wrong. Don't worry about it. I am able to see what you put for your responses, so I'll make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. It's a thing of beauty. If you're just joining us, hi, welcome. I am Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Get signed up for the game by coming to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. When you get there, we're looking for a team name, first and foremost, an email address, and then you can let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. Whatever your league status may be, we welcome you to play with us here tonight. Those of you who are in the league, let's take a brief check-in with our standings. We're in week 5 right now, so after 4 weeks of this current league season, in the lead, we've got 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks with 157 points. And coming in that 10th place, we've got the Rubber Yolks with 140 points. It's a tight contest in these top 10 teams. If you're not on this top 10 list, I hope it happens for you next week. You can see the full list of standings at nyctrivialeague.com/standings. Back to the structure of our game here tonight. So we've got those first 3 categories that are question and answer rounds. The final round of the night is going to be a picture round. That category is structured differently than rounds 1 through 3, and I'll walk you through the details when we get to that point of the game. Before we dive into our first round, everybody, 2 rules that I ask that you all kindly abide by here tonight. Rule number 1, the most important rule of the game: there is no cheating in trivia. Do not look the answers up. That's cheating. Let's find out what you know. Challenge yourself here tonight. That's what it's all about. Don't cheat. Not fun for anybody. Rule number 2, kindly do not give away the answers in the chat. We do very much love hearing from you all in the chat. Yellow Mayo teammate, happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. And welcome to teams from all across the country. Another birthday in the house, Team 578. Hello. Happy birthdays. All right, we're going to get into our first round. Everybody, this is your last opportunity to get signed up for our game. Before we dive into the first category of the evening, you can join us late. You'll just miss a little bit. No worries. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you are going to be joining this illustrious group of trivia teams. We've got 53 teams in the house tonight, from our first sign up, the Helsinki Syndrome, down to our most recent sign up, Avis and Bobo. Welcome to both of those teams, and every single team in between. Best of luck on the quiz tonight. Our first category of the evening, we are talking all about the Super Bowl. It's right around the corner, the Super Bowl. Let's do it. We've got 10 questions in this category. Here is round one. Question number one. Allegiant Stadium will be home to this year's Super Bowl. The stadium has been in use since 2020, with UNLV playing their home games there, as well as what NFL team? Like so much of Las Vegas, this stadium is technically in Paradise, Nevada, not Las Vegas. It's home to UNLV's home games, as well as the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders, your correct answer for number one. Question number two. Roughly 140 million pounds of what fruit, the most popular variety of which is the Hass, are purchased each year to be consumed at Super Bowl watch parties? You may not think of it as a fruit right off the top of your head, but Hass is the most popular variety of avocado. Avocado, your correct response for number two. A great start to the game. 83% of you all got that one right. Our third question of the night. If the San Francisco 49ers win this year's Super Bowl, they will be tied with the New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers for the most Super Bowl wins. With how many? The most Super Bowl wins. 6 is your correct answer. So right now the 49ers have 5 wins. If they were to win again this year, 6. 69% of you got it right. Question 4, Pepsi sponsored the Super Bowl halftime show from 2013 through 2022. And what company took up the sponsorship in 2023? And again, in 2024, name that company. A fairly challenging question for you all for number four. Pepsi no longer sponsoring that halftime show last year and coming up this year. It's the Apple Music halftime show. Apple, your answer for number four. 35% of you all got that one right. Helsinki Syndrome not tuning in for that halftime show. Helsinki, that's what I'm there for, I gotta say. Opposites here. Our next question, number five. Chicken wings became a popular Super Bowl food in the 90s when what team played in the Super Bowl in 4 consecutive years? They gained lots of publicity for their local hot wings and grew nationally, with Domino's and Pizza Hut adding them to their menus. Chicken wings became popular because of buffalo wings. It's the Buffalo Bills who played in 4 consecutive Super Bowls. 87% of you got that one right. Not quite as social. Here's question number six. No team had played the Super Bowl in their home stadium until the 2020 season when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers played in Super Bowl 55. Oddly enough, it happened again the following year when what team played the Super Bowl on their home turf, SoFi Stadium? SoFi Stadium, the home turf of the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams, your answer there. Not a football fan out there? Do not fret. We'll be moving on from this category in just a few more questions here. Are a football fan? Let's see how you do on number seven. Fill in these blanks. Starring real life couple Scarlett Johansson and blank blank, Amazon paid $2.6 million in 2022 for their voice assistant mind reader advertisement, the most money ever spent on a Super Bowl ad to date. You really don't have to know anything about football to get that one right. Good luck. That most expensive Super Bowl ad to date featured Scarlett Johansson and her husband, Colin Jost. And of course, you have just been.
It's Saturday Night Live!
SNL. It happened. Colin Jost, of course, so one of the head writers of SNL and co-anchors of Weekend Update currently. There he is, right there, down below. You did it. How'd you do? 81% of you got it right. Three more questions in round one. Here is number eight. Attributed to the 1960s Elegant but Easy cookbook, is a recipe for cocktail meatballs served with equal parts chili and what flavor of jelly? A recipe that has become a Super Bowl staple for many. Is it grape, raspberry, strawberry, or peach jelly? nine teams out there who have submitted have either had this type of meatball, deduced it was the best flavor of jelly, or you've heard of it. It's grape. Grape jelly is what you put in the mix, apparently. Two more questions. Here is number 9. The cryptocurrency company Coinbase aired a 2022 Super Bowl advertisement that crashed their app. The 60-second ad featured nothing but a colorful, bouncing what? I remember when it happened, a lot of people talking about how maybe you shouldn't scan one of these if you don't know where it goes. This one crashed their app. It was so effective. It's a QR code bouncing around. We've got one more question in this round. Here it is, the number 10. New Orleans has hosted the second most Super Bowls of any city with 10 so far. What city has hosted 11 Super Bowls, the most of any city, with 6 at what is now called Hard Rock Stadium and 5 at the now demolished Orange Bowl? Okay, that city that has hosted 11 Super Bowls thus far. It's Miami. Party in the city where the heat is on. How'd you do? 85% of you got that one right. Let's see how you're doing one round into the quiz. We've got a big group tied with perfect scores thus far, 10 for 10. We're looking at Avis and Bobo, We Drink and We Know Things, 17 and 69. Beer Naked Ladies, The Blue Shells, Uma Thermos, Winning Wheel of Death, Trailers version, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. A bunch of you have 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, very much in this game still. So much quiz to come, everybody. After our game here tonight, please stick around because the movie quiz is back. Fan of movies? Me too. I'm going to play tonight. I hope you do as well. The game starts at 9 o'clock Eastern time as soon as we wrap up over at play.themoviequiz.com. That's where you can get signed up for the game. It is the launch of a 6-week mini season. Play tonight. Chris, Trivia Man, back in the house, back in action. Also, next week, we will be back for another quiz of this sort right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. It's going to be February 7th at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Hope to see you all 1 week from today. Let's dive right on into our second round of the night. Round 2, it is in the category of empty-headed. In this round, all of your answers will be 2 words long. The first word will start with the letter M, and the second word will start with the letter T. All right, M and T. Here's your first question. Taking place at Lyndhurst Castle in New Jersey since 1990 is what jousting tournament in the style of dinner theater that has 8 other U.S. locations? Whether you spelled it correctly or incorrectly, if you put the words medieval and times, you got that point for number one. Our second question in this MT round. Who was the longest serving British Prime Minister of the 20th century and was nicknamed the Iron Lady by a Soviet journalist? The longest serving British Prime Minister of the 20th century. It's Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, your correct response for number two. Question number three. The Challenger Deep, which sits about 3,600 feet above sea level, is toward the southern end of what deepest part of the ocean? The deepest part of the ocean, MT. It's got to start with those two letters. We've got the Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench, your correct response for question number three. Question number four. What persona of David Bowie's is referenced in songs like Space Oddity, Ashes to Ashes, Hello Space Boy, and Black Star? Name that persona. I do love seeing your guesses. Shout out to the team who put Mr. T, the alter ego of David Bowie. Uh, I'm sorry, it's not Mr. T. I wish it were. But if you put Major Tom, as in ground control to Major Tom, you got that point for number four. Here is question number five. Born in 1966, who broke the record as the youngest heavyweight boxing champion when he was 20 years and 4 months old, a record he holds to this day? The MT for question number five is not Muhammad Tali, but Mike Tyson is your correct response for number five. Question number six. Here it comes. Bigfoot 5 from 1986 is a Guinness World Record holder for being the tallest, widest, and heaviest whatever. Uh, it was built including tires that were 10 feet tall. What is it? Bigfoot 5. Leo and Solomon, I hear you might be playing here tonight. If you are, I hope you knew that Bigfoot 5 is your favorite. It's a monster truck. A monster truck, your correct response for number 6. 91% of you got that one right. On to our 7th question in round 2. What actor has been drumming since he was 15 years old, which helped him to land the role of Andrew Neiman in the 2014 film Whiplash? Playing a drummer in the movie Whiplash was self-taught drummer Miles Teller is your correct response. So for number 7, Miles Teller. 3 more questions in this round. Here is number 8. Graceland is a mansion on a 13.8-acre estate that was once owned by Elvis Presley. It can be found in what city and state? Graceland can be found in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee, your correct answer for number 8. On to our next MT question, number 9. A son born to John and Jane Clemens in 1835, what writer was described by William Faulkner as the father of American literature? The father of American literature, that MT, Samuel Clemens himself. It's Mark Twain. Mark Twain, nearly a social in terms of submissions here. We almost made it. Our final question of round 2. Although singer Rob Thomas has enjoyed success in a solo career, he is best known as the lead singer of what pop rock band that released their debut album, Yourself or Someone Like You, in 1996? Rob Thomas, lead singer of Matchbox 20. Your correct answer for number 10. I'm going to play acoustic guitar and sing Matchbox 20 at you. 80% of you got that one right. That brings us to the end of round number 2. We're halfway through the quiz. We continue to have a big tie here for the lead. These teams, they've got perfect scores, 20 for 20. Avis and Bobo, We Drink and We Know Things, 17 and 69. Beer Naked Ladies, The Blue Shells, Uma Thermos, Winning Wheel of Death, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. We are at that point of the evening where I would love to
getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
get to know you. I'd love to get to know you. Everybody, I want to hear from you. Submit some information about yourself to my email address here, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com, so you can be the next featured player in our game next week. I'm running low on submissions, so please, if you've been thinking about submitting, now is a great time to do so. I'm looking for your team name, your name, where are you playing from, what do you do for a living, what's your favorite trivia topic, some fun facts about yourself, and lastly, stump the audience with your very own trivia question. Write to me. I want to hear from you. Keep it in mind for next week. Do it tonight as soon as we wrap up the game. Tonight's player spotlight, I am excited to introduce you all to Dragon Nidhogg. Dragon Nidhogg plays on the team Nidhogg or Solo Nidhogg. You will see them here most weeks. They did email me and say that they probably wouldn't be here tonight, but I hope that they catch this on YouTube after the fact. They did submit some very interesting information about themselves. Dragon Nidhogg is coming in from Sandy Spring, Maryland, is a retired satellite engineer, loves science as a trivia topic. They were a member of their high school team on the longest running TV quiz show. They were a DJ when they were a student at UC Berkeley, and they personally installed the first dedicated transatlantic satellite links from the internet to England, Sweden, and Germany. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you. And they did submit several trivia questions. Here's the one that I went with of the group. In terms of elevation from sea level, what is the highest U.S. state capital? This one is worth 0 points, so let's just see if Nidhogg can stump you with their trivia question. Truly would love to hear from you all. So please write to me, Meredith at nyctrivialeague.com, with some information about yourself. Always fun to include a photo as well of your cats, maybe, or yourself, your team playing a dragon, if that's what suits you. In terms of elevation from sea level, the highest U.S. state capital, would you believe? It's Santa Fe, New Mexico. Santa Fe, your correct response. Only 3 teams got that one right, worth 0 points there. Santa Fe stands at 7,199 feet above sea level. Keep that in your back pocket for future trivia rounds. It could happen. All right, everybody, let's move into our third round of the night, our final question and answer round before we get into the picture round. Round 3's category is terms of endearment. All right, sweethearts, let's see what's in this round. Question 1, James Cromwell played Farmer Arthur Hoggett in what 1995 movie based on a 1983 Dick King Smith novel, The Sheep Pig? The sheep pig served as the inspiration for the movie. Babe, babe is the term of endearment for this first question. Question number 2. On the TV series The Boys, Frenchie often refers to fellow group member Kamiko as mon coeur, which literally translates from French as my what? Mon cœur is French for my heart. Heart, your answer for number 2. Our third question in this terms of endearment round. Featured on Usher's 2004 album Confessions, the song My Boo was a duet with what singer who released her first studio album Songs in A minor 3 years earlier? Songs in A minor, the debut studio album from Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys, your correct response for number 3. Question number 4. First appearing in 1933, Schooner is the name of a baby under the care of Olive Oil and Popeye that is more commonly known by what vegetable-inspired nickname? I get where you're coming from, teams who thought maybe that baby's name is Spinach. It's not. Schooner is more commonly known as sweet pea. Sweet pea, your answer for number 4. Our fifth question in this terms of endearment round. Currently a color commentator, former pitcher Ron Darling was a member of the 1986 New York Mets, who famously beat what baseball team in the World Series, partially thanks to a Bill Buckner error in Game 6? Ron Darling was part of the New York Mets when they beat the Boston Red Sox, is your answer for number 5. How'd you do? Let's see. 74% of you got that one right. We have a few more questions in this round, 5 more to be precise. Here's number 6. Often called Sugar, Carmi's sister Natalie Berzotto on the TV series The Bear is played by what actress? She was a cast member of Saturday Night Live for 4 seasons, while her father Chris was also a cast member in the 1994-1995 season. It's very clearly you all, for the second time this game, have just been
It's Saturday Night Live.
SNL'd. Natalie Berzotto on The Bear is portrayed by daughter of Chris Elliott. Abby Elliott is your correct response for number 6. Our 7th question in this round. Here we go. Mead is an alcoholic beverage popular in ancient times that was made by fermenting what animal product with water? That alcoholic beverage, mead, is fermented honey. Honey, the term of endearment in question number 7. Honey. 83% of you got it right. Here's number 8. The 1978 memoir, Mommy Dearest, was written by the adopted daughter of what Oscar winning actress from the 1945 film Mildred Pierce? The memoir alleged that this actress was cruel and abusive to her and to those around her. The subject of Mommy Dearest, it's not Katharine Hepburn, nor is it Liza Minnelli or Joan Collins, but rather Joan Crawford is your correct response for number 8. Our 9th question in this terms of endearment round. Here we go. In the My Little Pony universe, ponies obtain what type of mark when they discover a unique characteristic that sets them apart from other ponies? All you bronies out there did not need this, but to those of you who don't fall in that camp, this happened to be my hint of the night on Instagram. You can follow me at Trivia Meredith. I give away a hint every single game. I'll help you out just a little bit. Tonight, you would have known that those are called cutie marks. Cutie mark, your correct response for number 9. And our final question of round number 3, here it is, number 10. St. Anthony's turnip is an alternative name given to what bright yellow flower, more commonly known by a dairy-inspired name. It is sometimes referred to as St. Anthony's turnip because St. Anthony is closely associated with herding swine that would eat these flowers for its bulbous roots. St. Anthony's turnip, an alternative name given to buttercups. Buttercup, specifically the bulbous buttercup variety, but buttercup on its own is going to get you a point for number 10. That brings us to the end of round number 3. Let's check in with our standings as we head into our 4th and final round of the night. Things have been shaken up just a little bit. We've got a tie in 6th right now. These teams have 29 out of a possible 30 points. We drink, we know things 17 and 69. Winning Wheel of Death, the Quizlamic State, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And tied for the lead with perfect scores thus far, we've got 5 teams, 30 for 30. Avis and Bobo, Beer Naked Ladies, the Blue Shells, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. It all comes down to the picture round to determine tonight's winning team. Before we get there, we do private events. If you're looking for a way to celebrate a birthday party or some sort of corporate get-together, we would love to be a part of it. You can reach out to me personally. I am the coordinator of these events. There's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. So when you send over some player spotlight info, feel free to inquire about a private event as well. We'd love to work with you, whether it's in person, virtual, some combo of the two. Can't wait to hear from you. Our category for the picture round tonight, we're talking all about bespectacled characters. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of fictional characters who wear glasses. It is your job to identify each character for 1 point. On your answer sheet, you'll see all 10 images next to each other. Beside each image is a number from 1 through 10. Then if you scroll down underneath those images, you're going to find 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the character on the corresponding numbered blank. You all have 5 minutes to work on this round. I'll check in halfway through. When we're done with this round, we'll go over the correct answers and then move into the tiebreaker to close out tonight's game. Good luck, everybody. Name these bespectacled characters. Hi there, everyone. We are halfway through the picture round. We're looking for the name of the character that has glasses. See you back here in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Reminder, when you're done, click the Submit Answers button. We'll see how you did, then we'll move on to our tiebreaker question. It's happening, everybody. If you haven't submitted your responses yet, we are at the 5-minute mark. Click that Submit Answers button. We'll find out how you did in just a moment. Image number 1 of Scooby-Doo fame, that person in the striking orange sweater. It's Velma Dinkley. Velma. Image number 2, yes, he's the old man from Up. His name, Carl Fredricksen. Carl Fredricksen. Image number 3 from Peter Pan. That is John Darling. John. Could have been in that terms of endearment round. John Darling. Number 4, that there is Meg Griffin from Family Guy. And let me tell you, for the first time this evening, we have a true social on our hands. You did it. You knew Meg Griffin. Our next image here, that is Mirabelle Madrigal from Encanto. Mirabelle, your correct answer there. Image number 6 from Bob's Burgers, that is Tina Belcher. Image number 7 from Alvin and the Chipmunks, that one is Simon. Image number 8 from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that is Doc. Image number 9 from Rugrats, it's Chucky Finster. Chucky. And number 10, it's Daria Morgendorfer. Let's see, how'd you do on this bespectacled picture round? We know you aced Meg Griffin. Well done there. That does bring us to the end of our regular quiz. We're going to tie up the game here tonight with a tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker question is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to that tiebreaker question is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning you can guess over or under the number. In the event that you end up as part of a tie here tonight, whoever is closest is going to break that tie. Let's do it. Your tiebreaker question. Give us your best guess, not including specials or films. How many total episodes aired of the MTV animated series Daria? If your team ends up as part of a tie here tonight and you're in the top 15 or so, we will suss out the responses to the tiebreakers, and we're going to post the results on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out for those results sometime tomorrow. Reminder, everybody, the movie quiz is coming up momentarily. As soon as we wrap up here, it's going to take over this same live stream, but in order to get your interactive answer sheet for the game, you want to head to play.themoviequiz.com. It's so much fun. Very much hope that you join us there and that you join us next week for our next virtual quiz at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Wednesday, the 7th of February at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. How many episodes were there of Daria? There were 5 seasons and 65 episodes. 65, your correct response for tonight's tiebreaker. Let's head on over to the winner's circle and see what happened with our scores for tonight. Finishing up the game this evening in what I can only assume is a tie for 13th place with 37 points. NOMM, Jewel Hand Luke, Team 578, Trailers version. Winning is overrated, the Quizlamic State, and why not Zoidberg? Tied in 7th with 38, Avis and Bobo, We Drink and We Know Things 12, Goo Goo Muck Muck 2.0, the Blue Shells, Team 578, and Winning Wheel of Death. Tied in 4th with 39, We Drink and We Know Things 17, We Drink and We Know Things 69, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And tonight, we ended with a 3-way tie for that top spot. They didn't miss a beat tonight. These 3 teams got 40 for 40 points. Well done, the Beer Naked Ladies. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. Hope you all had a great time with the quiz here tonight. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you very much to Peter and the rest of our writing team for putting together this very fun quiz here this evening. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible, and thank you to Murr and the Rizio team for creating the software you all played the game on tonight. Stick around. The movie quiz is coming up next. I appreciate you all. Be well and